Welcome to this exploration of the 5 biblical laws of wealth. In a world obsessed with money and material gain, the Bible offers timeless wisdom that transcends centuries and cultures. If you're searching for financial guidance rooted in spiritual truth, you've come to the right place. I encourage you to subscribe to this channel so you never miss these valuable insights about faith, finance, and living with purpose. Wealth, in the biblical sense, isn't simply about accumulating possessions or achieving a high net worth. It's about understanding principles that govern how money flows through our lives and how we steward what we're given. The first law of biblical wealth is the principle of generosity. Proverbs 16, verse 6, tells us that by mercy and truth, iniquity is purged, and by the fear of the Lord, men depart from evil. When we give generously, we acknowledge that everything we have ultimately belongs to God. Jesus taught this powerfully in Luke's Gospel. In Luke 12, verse 15, he said, "Beware of covetousness, for a man's life does not consist in the abundance of the things he possesses." This isn't a statement against having money, it's a warning against allowing possessions to define our worth or control our decisions. Generosity breaks this cycle. When you give freely, you declare that money doesn't own you. The second law of biblical wealth centers on diligence and hard work. Proverbs 13 verse 4 states that the soul of the sluggard desires and has nothing, but the soul of the diligent shall be made rich. This law recognizes that wealth rarely appears through passivity. God designed us to work, to create, to build, and to contribute value to the world. Hard work isn't punishment, it's how we participate in God's creation. Consider the parable of the talents found in Matthew 25. A master entrusts different amounts of money to his servants. Those who worked diligently and multiplied their talents were rewarded, while the servant who buried his talent and did nothing faced disappointment. The biblical narrative consistently connects effort with increase. You must be willing to work, learn, improve your skills, and pursue excellence in your calling. The third law of biblical wealth is wisdom in financial decisions. Proverbs 14, verse 15, warns that the simple believe every word, but the prudent consider well their steps. When it comes to money, wisdom means you don't rush into decisions based on emotion or greed. You analyze, you seek counsel, you think about long-term consequences before making short-term choices. Many people destroy their financial futures through impulse spending, poor business partnerships, or get-rich-quick schemes. The Bible consistently advises caution and discernment. In Proverbs 19 verse 2, it says that the soul be without knowledge is not good, and he who hastens with his feet sins. Take time, do your research, seek advice from people with proven financial wisdom and spiritual maturity. Like this video if you're finding these principles valuable, because understanding biblical wisdom about money can genuinely change how you approach every financial decision. The fourth law of biblical wealth involves proper stewardship and contentment. 1 Timothy 6, verse 6, states that godliness with contentment is great gain. Stewardship means recognizing that you're not the ultimate owner of what you have. You're a manager, a caretaker of resources that have been temporarily entrusted to you. This perspective transforms how you treat money. Stewardship isn't about deprivation or guilt. It's about intentionality. It means you spend thoughtfully, you invest wisely, you give strategically, and you avoid waste. In Luke 16, Jesus tells the parable of the unjust steward, emphasizing that how you handle resources in this life has eternal consequences. Your financial decisions matter. They shape your character and demonstrate your values. Contentment works alongside stewardship. You can be both ambitious and content, both striving and grateful. The Bible doesn't condemn prosperity, it condemns the endless craving for more. When you're content with enough, you escape the treadmill of comparison and competition that destroys so many lives. You find peace knowing that your worth isn't determined by your bank account. They're invitations to live in a way that brings genuine fulfillment and abundance. If this teaching resonated with you and you're hungry for more biblical wisdom about life and finances, please subscribe to this channel. I share insights regularly about faith, purpose, and living with intention. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one area where you struggle most with these 5 laws of wealth? Are you wrestling with generosity, diligence, wisdom, contentment, or purpose? Share your thoughts below. Your perspective matters, and your comment might encourage someone else on their journey toward true biblical wealth.